Look at this sand. It's everywhere. It gets in your shoes. It ruins your picnic. It covers 1/3 of the entire planet. If you asked a child what resource we are running out of, they'd say oil. Or maybe gold. Or maybe clean water. Nobody would say sand. Because that would be stupid. How can we run out of something that is literally synonymous with infinity? But right now, as you watch this, people are being murdered for sand. Governments are collapsing over sand. And there are literal sand mafias patrolling the coasts of India and Africa, stealing beaches in the middle of the night. We are addicted to the one substance on Earth we thought was infinite. And the scary part? Most of the sand on Earth is useless. To understand why people are killing each other for dirt, we have to look at physics. See, not all sand is created equal. This is desert sand. It has been blown around by wind for millions of years. It tumbled against other grains until it became perfectly round and smooth. Imagine trying to stack 1,000 marbles on top of each other. What happens? They roll away. There is no friction. If you make concrete out of desert sand, your building won't stand up. But river sand or marine sand is different. Water doesn't polish it the same way. The grains are jagged, angular. They lock together. This creates friction. And friction is what holds our entire civilization together. Concrete is just sand and gravel glued together with cement. Glass? That's melted sand. Asphalt? Sand. The silicon chip in the phone you're holding right now? High-grade sand. After water, concrete is the second most consumed substance on Earth. We use 50 billion tons of sand every single year. That is enough to build a wall 88 feet high and 88 feet wide, all the way around the equator. Every single year. We are building cities faster than nature can crush rocks. It takes nature thousands of years to make a riverbed of sand. We vacuum it up in an afternoon. So basic economics. Supply is down, demand is up. What happens next? Price skyrockets. And when prices skyrocket on an unregulated commodity, the black market moves in. Welcome to the world of illegal sand mining. In India, the Sand Mafia is considered one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the country. This isn't a joke. They don't smuggle drugs. They smuggle ground. Journalists covering the Sand Mafia have been burned to death. Police officers trying to stop trucks have been run over. In just 2 years in India, hundreds of people have died in sand-related violence. Why is this so profitable? Because stealing sand is free. You suck up the floor and sell it to a construction company the next morning. But here is the hidden cost. When you strip the riverbed, the water flows too fast. Bridges collapse because their foundations are exposed. Aquifers drain out, leaving villages with no drinking water. It is an ecological disaster, funded by our need for taller condos. It's not just rivers, it's beaches. In Morocco, they have sand pirates. They drive onto a beach at night with excavators. By morning, the beach is gone, literally gone, just bare rock. They stole the landscape. Sand is now a geopolitical weapon. Countries like Singapore have expanded their size by 25% by dumping billions of tons of imported sand into the ocean. Neighbors like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam got tired of their islands disappearing and banned sand exports. The supply chain is tightening. We need to stop treating sand like an infinite backdrop and start treating it like what it is. A strategic, finite resource, just like oil or water. So, what's the solution? First, recycling. We can crush old concrete back into usable aggregate. It's expensive, but necessary. Second, we can manufacture sand by crushing massive rocks. This creates the jagged edges we need, but it takes immense amounts of energy. Scientists are even trying to find ways to use desert sand, developing special glues to bind the round grains together. But it's not scalable yet. The irony is, we use sand to measure time, but when it comes to the resource itself, our time is running out. The next time you walk into a skyscraper, drive on a highway, or look through a window, remember what you're actually looking at. It's just a tiny grain of rock, but civilization is built on its shoulders.